Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanson. Welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. We'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And folks, all hell just broke loose. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. My handle is CTABANZ. Make sure y'all follow me on there. So today has been an eventful day, right? People working at DREAMERSPRO will tell you. I'm not going to get into the details of that, but it's been an eventful day, right? And while I was running around, an article was sent to the group chat, right? That was centered on some news surrounding LeBron James. Now, as I said before, and I meant it, I'm doing my best to not talk about LeBron as much as I can, as much as I used to in the past. And I think I've been doing a good job, but every now and again, LeBron James makes headlines and you got to talk about him, right? You got to talk about him. He's still the face of the NBA. There's nothing you can do about it. But this particular article is something that has Laker fans seething all throughout the sports world. Has the following headline: LeBron James under fire as Lakers fans react to career decision. And I'm like, well, what happened again this time, buddy? Now, if you guys may not be aware, we recently produced a show just yesterday on Gil's Arena, featuring Gil's Arena, where Keyshawn Johnson talked about how LeBron James has a stranglehold on the Lakers, and he feels like this new management that's come into place with the Lakers after they made the $10 billion sale, that is going to free them up. And essentially he's suggesting that it's time for LeBron James to leave, and it created a pretty uncomfortable setting on Gil's Arena. So for those of you who didn't hear those comments, take a listen to what a real Laker fan, diehard Laker fan, has to say about the current state of affairs with the Lakers as it pertains to LeBron James. Take a listen to his comments here.
Let's talk little Lakers. Team recently sold for $10 billion to Mark Walter, who also owns the Dodgers, the world champion Dodgers. They defeated the Yankees in the World Series, for those who may have forgotten. Are you worried at all about how the sale of the team will impact the Lakers' on-court product? Or are you excited about this move?
No, I think from everything Mark has done with the Dodgers and other sports organizations that he's involved in, he spends the money. I don't think he's getting caught up in the luxury tax and all the different stuff. Like, he goes and spends the money. I mean, clearly you can see it based on the Dodgers roster and all that. And I think it's been said before that the Lakers, they really don't want to spend that money. You know, Dr. Buss spent the money, but the family don't want to spend the money now. So I think he'll spend the money to get the players that he needs to get and change things a little bit different. Where, you know, LeBron is on the back end. Well, he is in the back end, but he's probably his last hoorah as a Laker probably going to be this year. And so you now get that $50-some million back in your cap relief when he's gone. You know, and you not only get the cap relief, that stranglehold that he had on the organization, that now opens, that's gone.
Well,
No, it's gone. It's gone. Stranglehold gone. If he gone, the stranglehold gone.
it's a nice strangle, though.
How?
They're still letting him breathe.
Yeah, but you can't. It's just he too. Nah, he cool.
Who?
LeBron, he cool. LeBron, he cool.
Like
right?
Like air conditioning cool?
No, when I'm saying cool, I mean like as a player, he cool in his age, like he's straight, no problems at all. But we ain't going nowhere. So now we gotta, and so we let him get the rocket chair treatment this year.
You sure you want to talk about this?
Why?
I'm just asking.
No, I don't have no problem with it.
Okay, go ahead, continue.
I don't have no problem with it. Some of y'all be having problems with it. I ain't got no problem with it.
Continue, go ahead, continue.
But we can get the rocket chair treatment this year, you know, and then go on and do whatever you're going to do, and that's what it's going to be.
So you kind of feel like I felt. Like,
What you mean?
time to move on from this.
No. Second team All-NBA selection, LeBron
That's
James.
all cool. But if you want the team to be Luka's, it ain't going to be Luka's as long as the king is there. That's just reality. You see what I'm saying?
It could be like both of theirs.
No, it ain't going to never do. No.
Like Red's Beach Cruisers.
No, it ain't going to be that way. Think about it. When I was playing receiver, wasn't going to be you ain't throwing the ball to nobody else. That's just the reality of it.
I'm open.
Until I'm gone.
I'm open.
Once I'm gone,
when I ain't open.
When I'm gone, you get a ball to somebody else. There's no other option.
Okay.
That's the same thing with LeBron. LeBron doesn't know. Think about it. It's 21 years of playing back. He don't know no other way.
Excellent. So you heard what he had to say. So I then began to read through this report, and folks, it's bad. Like when I say it's bad, it's bad. And Laker fans are not happy about it. But before we even get into what the report had to say, today's video is brought to you by a sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. Prize Picks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week on Prize Picks, I'm looking at the upcoming NBA schedule and selecting Stephen Curry for more than 29 points and Kevin Durant for more than 27 points and Anthony Davis for more than 12 rebounds and Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love Prize Picks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. Okay, so let's get into the meat and potatoes of this show. It says the Los Angeles Lakers are hoping to build an NBA Finals contending team around superstar duo LeBron James and Luka Doncic. However, in order to do that, the team and Rob Pelinka would need to get creative. James could have helped the Lakers make the necessary moves to compete had he taken a pay cut. That doesn't seem to be in the cards for him. With his career starting to wind down, James does not seem to have interest in a pay cut, even if it would help the team compete for a championship. Continues on. According to a report from ESPN's reporter Dave McMenamin, James is expected to pass on a pay cut and pick up his $53 million play option. The only mechanism the Lakers are projected to have in free agency is a tax player mid-level exception worth $5.7 million because James is expected to pick up the final year of his contract for $52.6 million, McMenamin wrote. While not many players take pay cuts for their team, James is under fire for his decision to not help Los Angeles be able to open up more money. In response to McMenamin's report, fans instantly started taking aims at James. This is why he'll never win another ring. Another person posted, dude is a billionaire but won't take a pay cut in his final years to give his team a chance to win? Sad. Another person posted, bro does everything possible to not help this franchise build a championship team around him. Sounds like they don't want to win. Can an active player who's a billionaire afford to take a pay cut to help the team? Yes, a fifth commenter said. And it just went on and on and on and on and on, folks. Let's address the elephant in the room, because I know some people are going to say, but what about Kobe? When Kobe was at the tail end of his career, Lakers paid him a huge salary. Why didn't he take a pay cut? Few reasons. Number one, Kobe had tenure with the Lakers. 20 years with the team. Can't compare the two. Secondly, Kobe helped bring 5 championships to the team. Can't really compete with that. Finally, the team wasn't going to win a championship anyway. Kobe was riddled with injuries, and there was no way in hell that even if they made moves, he was going to be able to win. It became clear that year was just going to be his send-off year, and that was it. And that was just basically saying thanks for all of that you've done, spending 20 years with the franchise. So comparing Kobe Bryant with the Lakers to LeBron James with the Lakers really doesn't work, right? I think they put in front of his statue, one of his statues demanded built Staples Center. Going to be kind of hard to compare that to LeBron. Not saying that LeBron isn't great in the top 10 player of all, not saying none of that. But you can't compare the two. You can't use Kobe and say, well, look what they did this for Kobe with the Lakers. And they knew that this was a special occasion. When was the last time they did something like that? So it's a totally different situation. In the case of LeBron James not yielding up some of his salary, look, I think the reason LeBron is picking up his player option is because this is his last season, right? I think LeBron went to the Lakers to make history. And that he did in certain ways. Obviously, he just had a season last year where he had an opportunity to play with his son. That also made history. But I don't think LeBron is there for maybe look, does LeBron want to win a championship? Yes, but the guy also wants to make his money. I've heard in seasons in the past that he took pay cuts here and there for $1 million or $2 million. Given what they have, I don't know what they're going to be able to do unless they're willing to go into the luxury tax. And I think that's what a lot of people assume this new ownership group is going to do. Given the fact that they're spending a lot of money, they don't have a problem with spending money. Maybe they're going to do that. We have to wait and see. right? We have to wait and see. What I do know is the following. For them to get the type of player that they want, it ain't going to cost $5.7 million per annum. That just ain't going to cut it. They're not going to find that guy. You want a Darren Jackson, and all, it ain't going to happen. You're going to have to break the bank. And it looks like the Lakers might not have the cap space to do so unless they're willing to go into the luxury tax. And if they're willing to go into the second apron and all of that, first and second apron, bro, you got to be having a serious return. And do we feel like this particular unit is going to be able to yield that result? We have to wait and see. Laker fans, let me know what you think in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. I'm out. Peace.